Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time to drop the hammer. Good start for Swanson down the inside. 21 AC is going to hunker around the hub onto the back straightaway and try to lead the charge down into turn number 3. Meanwhile, sweeping out wide for Chase Stockin into 5S car. Top 2 pulled away from the 3-car battle back behind. Emerson Axum goes from the top to the bottom into 47 BC. He was looking for a lane down there. Nothing to be found, though. Timez and the 20 cars kind of got it stopped up on the low side. So we'll hammer around the cushion there for a few of them. Timez slips up off the bottom. Not quite a slide job, more of a drive job as he'll fall back into P3 on the field. And here comes the challenge out of Brady Bacon. The Macho Man down on the inside in the 98 car. Trying to bring some heat onto the front chute. Got her jacked all sideways. A little wafting of moisture off that right rear tire. We call that a non-wing vapor trail. Down into turn number 3. So you see the dust trail coming off of it. Drops the nose on it. And here comes the drive down to the inside. Stocking. Pels are down into the corner. 20 car. Timez shuffle back into the number 3 spot. Chase Stockin finding some steam. Full cockpit adjustability. The AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Car Series. They can tweak on the knobs and change the handling of these race cars on the shocks. And Chase Stockin may have just twisted the knob the right direction because he is driving away from the number 20 car. Brady Bacon capitalizing on that car as it begins to fade. Traffic for the 21AZ already into turn number 1. That thing rotates good around the bottom. Skiffs his way up through, catches the cushion and down the back chute with 9. As unfortunately a caution coming out for the number 20 car of Timez. Meserol had been fading. Right rear tire down on the number 20. He'll head into the Indy Metal finishing work area. Pace picking up. Green flag is out to NOS Energy Drink starting can, and we're underway. Swanson swells up the rear tires on that bad boy. Charges down in the corner. Here comes Bacon after Stockin. Drives out across the racetrack. Leaves the lane. Chase able to get back into P2 on the field. Boy, that was a close call coming out of the corner. As Bacon falls back into P3. Good challenge now for 4th on the field. 3 wide onto the front straightaway. Hello, how you doing? And here comes Ballou after the 98 car. Brady Bacon's under attack. Ballou out across the racing surface. Bacon's got to let him sweep on through. And Robert moves into the number 3 spot. Bacon 5 podium finishes and 7 starts to end the season. And he has put a whooping on him here tonight. Just needs a couple more corners for the 21AZ cars. He'll head down the back straightaway. His final voyage velocity. Ease is into turn number 3, and onto the throttle he comes. Boy, he slowed up a lot into that corner. I thought it was going away on him. Checkered flag comes out, though, and he's going to pick up the win. Jake Swanson victorious on his first night at Volusia Speedway.
And here he comes up to the stage, race fans. How about it one more time for Anaheim, California's Jake Swanson. Jake, you were having a monster run, and then we see that yellow with less than 10 laps to go. What's going through your head?
Well, I still felt like we were pretty good. I definitely got a little bit sloppy there before the yellow. I got some things to clean up on. You know, it's like, I feel like I love being back in a sprint car, but there's a little bit of rust that develops over the winter, you know. And then that curb, I just had to really slow down and make sure not to trip up too hard on that curb. We were getting tripped up, and I don't know, I was definitely getting slowed down, but I felt like I was better off to hit it just a little bit too hard as long as it didn't bite me than I was to go too slow and let those guys rip around me. So I knew, you know, we got a lot of good race cars in this deal, so you got to be on your toes and definitely be pushing 100% the whole time. But I can't thank my guys enough, man. Mike and Craig and TJ, these guys work so hard during the winter over the off season to make sure that this race car and this race program is you know, up to winning standards, and this race car is capable of being as good as it was that we ended with last year. So can't thank all those guys enough. Everybody right there, Wiz, Chelsea for coming out. Obviously my wife, Jessie, for having my back all the time. We got CSI, Steve, RSS, Apache Transport's a new sponsor for us. So definitely appreciate Phil coming on board with this deal this year. And we're off to a good start. USW Cat Construction, Beaver Stripes, Stratus. There's so many people to thank. So many people that make this race program what it is. You know, like there's so much that goes into it, and I can't thank all those guys enough, because without them, without each and everybody's little bit of support and some big support, we wouldn't be able to do it.
obviously you were so out front, and sometimes it's kind of hard to gauge what other race cars are doing behind you, and sometimes it's hard to gauge what the track is doing and how your race car is reacting to it. So especially in that first run where we went green for so long and you were so out front, were you playing a little bit of a guessing game out there?
A little bit. I was more so just trying to pay attention to, if anyone was coming. You can kind of hear somebody. For the most part, you can kind of hear somebody coming. So I was trying to pay attention to that, and I could definitely start to hear them there towards the end. I was getting tripped up more and more on that curb, and just, man, if I just minimize the mistakes, I know it's going to be hard for them to get by me. But yeah, we did our job, and it's a great start to the season. I can't say enough about starting off like this on the right foot. So definitely pumped, and hopefully we can keep on racking them up all year long.